Hi, and welcome to week 14 of the postpartum program. I'm so happy you're here. If you are just finding this video, I highly suggest going back to watch all the videos in this series up to this point. They'll really just lay the foundation for what we're going to do here today, as well as moving forward. But if you have been with me from the beginning and you are at your 14-week point, whether that is it's literally week 14 or you've made it to this point, I'm so proud of you. We are so close to the finish line here. And I remember doing this workout when I went through it with my sister. I was pretty sore. So buckle up for a little challenge here today. You're going to need your ball, your band, and your weights, everything again. And we will go ahead and start laying on our back for our warm up. Actually, I take that back. Let's lay on our side. Let's do something a little different here. So coming all the way down, we'll start laying on your left side. Your left leg will go long. Reach your right knee. That's what that is. Right knee across, and then go ahead and open up through this right side. Just letting your back lower down, twisting into this little cactus pose, goalpost pose, opening up through the chest. Breathing here. And then slowly making your way back to this side lying position. So we'll stack our right leg on top of this left leg. I'm going to scoot back a little bit, need a little more space for some hip circles. So hips are stacked. Right leg will lift up, just mobilizing through the hip. Nice circles here, like the size of a beach ball. Stabilize yourself with your hand. Moving from the glute and the hip here. Warming up our lower body, but also mobilizing this hip joint, getting ready for everything we're going to do here today. And strong through your core. So you'll notice in order to not rock back and forth, you got to really stabilize through your core here. Use this hand to help you. Go ahead, reverse your circle so that you aren't rocking all over the place. Hips stay stacked. Move from the leg. So go for last 4, 3, 2. Keep hitting my plants. And last 1. Bring it all the way down. Rest that there. Rolling right onto your back for some pelvic tilt. So coming into our nice neutral position, finding our nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, flatten the lower back. Inhale, release. Exhale. How deep can you make that core connection here? How tight can you hug everything in while still lifting up from the pelvic floor and not pressing down? Go for 2 more here. Last one. Good. So I didn't want to cue you. We're going to go right into the other side. So laying on your right side. But I was going to say, I didn't want to cue you through that too much because I feel like hopefully you're getting to this point where you know your body. And sometimes it's just nice now that you know not to like hear me talking all the time. Sometimes the cues are nice, but sometimes it's good to just work with yourself and kind of be with your own body and breath. So we're bringing this left knee up and across to really open up our back. Left hand is just going to come out. We're going to start to let our upper back lower down. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Breathing into this stretch, really letting your spine relax. And then slowly making our way back up to this sideline position. Our left foot comes on top. We stack our hips here. Our left hand comes in front to help support. This mic out of the way. Left foot lifts up and find big circles here. Beach ball size circles. I don't know why that's what comes to mind. I can't really think of anything else. This size is bigger than a dinner plate. It's bigger than a basketball. I just feel like a beach ball is a good analysis. Strong through your core. Really press this right leg into the mat as well. It's going to help you stabilize a little bit here. Go 3 more this direction. Up and around, mobilizing through your hip for 2. Last one, coming down and then reverse your direction. Whatever way you were going, no right or wrong way. And then we'll go other way. Go for 4. Trying not to wobble. 3. Here's 2. And last one, all the way up. Go ahead, lower it down. We'll make our way onto our stomach and then press yourself up, staying on your knees here. We're finding a little bit of a plank shift. So go ahead, either interlace your feet or bring your toes down, whatever feels best for you. I'm gonna go ahead and interlace, that just feels a little more normal. So your booty's gonna go back. We find that nice child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips forward, find a plank position. Inhale, send the hips back, breathing all the way down into the lower back. On your exhale, you think tuck the pelvis nice and strong, stable through the shoulders, zip up through your core. Last one here, out. And lower it down. Good. Okay, let's get into the workout. We're actually just gonna use body weight for this first little segment. Coming into a little bit of a rotation, a little bit of side overs. So we'll start with your left side out. We've done this before. We had the ball with us, but we're just going to go body weight here. So we're tucking through this right glute, tuck the pelvis, left toes are facing forward. Bring your hands back behind your head. Side overs here, lifting up and over on your inhale, like something really sharp is right here. Stabilize through the glutes. Exhale, use your obliques to pull you back up. Good. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, pulling everything back in. So imagine your pelvis. I had another instructor tell me, imagine your pelvis is like a pot and your spine is like the plant. So your pot can't go anywhere, but your plant can grow up and out, up and over. Such a great imagery cue for maybe if it's not clicking. I feel like that one works really well. Last one. Holding up here. We add a little bit of rotation. So if you want to keep your hands here, you can. I kind of like bringing them to my chest, just gives your shoulders a little bit of a break. So we find our side over, inhale. Exhale, twist towards your mat. Inhale, open it back up. Keep your right glute engaged. Exhale, come all the way up. So this right glute is going to want to relax, especially as we find that twist. Don't let it. Open, 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 left glute as well. Everything's tucking and squeezing to keep your hips still while we're mobilizing through the spine and your core is supporting it. Twist. Open up, like I have my hands right here on your sports bra. That's exactly where you want to be twisting from. Last one, up and over. Good work, you guys. Coming into our other side here. Right side comes out. We squeeze through our left glute. Fingertips can start behind the head if that's what you did on the other side. Side over is big, up and over. And exhale, pulling ourselves back up. So whatever works best for you, like that feedback, sometimes being able to feel where the work is coming from is really helpful. If you want to lightly put your hands kind of on your torso here to feel that work, to feel the bend. Sticking with your breath is the biggest thing. Find your inhales. Don't forget to breathe here. Inhale. Exhale fully. When we do the last one, when we do these side overs, our body wants to kind of brace instead of letting that air come in and out. Adding rotation. Hands can come to the chest if that felt best for you. You can keep them back there as well if that's easier or feels better. Coming up and over. Inhale. Exhale, rotate, keep staying engaged through the glutes. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull it back up, going up and over. Twist as much as you can. Maybe noticing your progress from before. Maybe this feels a little bit easier than before. And if it doesn't, still feels hard for me too. And I do this for a living. Over. Inhale. And lift. Last one here. That's the funny part about this type of movement is the more body awareness you have, the harder it actually tends to feel because now you're doing it right. Now all the right muscles coming up. All the right muscles are engaged. So if you're kind of feeling like this is still feeling challenging, it should be. This should always feel challenging. When you graduate from this program and you want to find some of the Pilates or sculpt videos that are on the channel, can't talk today, it's still always going to feel hard, if not harder. So let's come down into a quadruped position for some stability work. Still body weight here. Coming down into our wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Now left leg extends long, right arm extends long, headed into our bird dogs. Getting my bracelet out of the way, heading into our bird dogs here. So pressing out through the shoulders, tiny tuck of the pelvis, engage the core, right arm, left leg lift, exhale, inhale, lower. Find a soft bend in your left elbow if you're like me and you tend to lock out your joints. Inhale, lower. So we're lifting from the shoulder and from the glute. We are only lifting as high as our glute will allow us. So our left leg, we don't want to arch our back to get the leg higher. That's why I said tiny tuck of the pelvis there to really engage your glute and allow that to be where the lift is coming from. Same thing with your shoulder. We're not arching the back to get the arm higher. And all of that stability work coming from your core. This is the type of stuff that we've been working for so that we can find stability in this, so that we can manage the pressure. Lower and lift. Last one. Coming down, right hand down. Let's see, left arm long. Forgot about what the other side was called for a second. Left arm long, right leg back. Go ahead, press up out of the shoulders. Tiny tuck of the pelvis, engaging through the core. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. And inhale. So like I was saying, this is what you've been working for, is to have the core strength to manage your balance and your stability without creating any type of tension or pressure issues, by using your breath, by knowing what your exhale looks like, knowing what your inhale should look like. Go last one here. And lower it down. Nice work, you guys. Go ahead, send the hips back. Breathe into the back of the spine. Rock it out. So strong there. Let's get into a little bit of work with our props. We're going to go ahead and stand up with our ball as well as our weights. Grab some water if you would like. I always just fly right into the next thing, but if you ever want to pause it, grab some water, resituate yourself, feel free. So ball will come right between the knees. Weights are going to come into each hand, still using those light weights here. Finding a nice athletic position. So walk the feet in. So we're already squeezing in on the ball a little bit here. Finding a squat. So you're going to sit down like you're dropping your groceries down or something. Booty is going back in your tiny chair, squeezing in on your ball. Exhale, stand up, curl, and press. Squeeze in on the ball. Inhale, lower. Exhale. So as we come up, I'll turn to the side. We've chatted about this before, but no arching through the back as you press overhead. None of that. Think a little tuck under. Ribs are hugging in. And we lower. As we find our squat, think about the butt sitting back, not knees coming forward, keeping that connection on the ball the entire time, maybe even deepening that connection, using your inner thighs to squeeze the ball just that tiny bit more as you come up to stand and press overhead. Let's go for last 3. Keep your weight evenly in your feet. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. 2. Try to keep collarbone wide. Don't round through the spine for last 1 as you sit low. Good. We're going to hold this squat nice and low here. Turning back to face you guys. Hold this squat nice and low. Little squeeze in on the ball. Open it up. Collarbone is wide. So back to the side. A lot of arranging here. What I mean by that is try not to round through your back. Keep the shoulder blades pulling together. Sit the weight into your heels, into your glutes. Use your inner thighs. Squeeze in. Connect to your core. Give me 4. Breathe through this burn. 3. We find strength in that stillness. 2. Last one here. In and out. Stand it all the way up. Nice work. We will find a little bit of an open close motion. So I'm trying to think, I'll go to the side here. Walk the feet in. We're still engaging through our inner thighs. L position with our arms, nice 90 degrees. On our inhale, open it up back to the beginning, back to our first week without arching your back. Keep everything nice and tight. Use your shoulder blades. Squeeze together. Exhale. Close everything in. Inhale, open. Exhale. Maybe as you find that exhale, you have a soft bend in your knees. They're not locked out. soft bend. So maybe as you find your exhale, light squeeze on the ball, lift up through the core, widen through the shoulder blades, then bring the posture muscles back and together as arms open. Squeeze in, go for last two. Last one here. Hold them together, little press up. Little press up. Keep squeezing and lifting through your core. Tiny press. Breathe through it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lower it down. Roll out the neck, roll out the shoulders. Weights will come down and ball will come down as well. Find your band. I think this is what made me sore when we did this. So apologies in advance if that's what we're working with. We're going to put the band around your ankle. And this is kind of going to vary. I'm just going to be moving the length of my mat. So it's probably going to be like 4 side steps. But if you want to do like 10 side steps in a row, we're going for 20 total. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but that's what we're going for with some squats in between. So we're going to do 10 side steps, 10 squats, 10 side steps, 10 squats, lots to say. But if you want to just do 10 all the way down, 10 squats, 10 all the way back, go for that. If you're like, stop talking, just tell me what to do. Let's get into it. Soft bend through the knees, band is around your ankles. Step out, left leg, right leg in. 1, 2, 3, 4, this direction, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 8. Out and in. 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many that was. I think that was 4 this way. I think I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Standing here, find our 10 squats. Lower lift and press. Good. Lower lift and press. I know that was like a little bit. I think we have 8 going each way. We're just going to add them on at the end. If you want to do the 10 all the way through, go for it. Last 4. For your squats, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way up, right back into it. Sit back low, out and in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming all the way back, 1. So kind of thinking about leading with your outer glutes, outer thighs, not letting the knees collapse in, out and in. Good. So sitting low, staying back, not letting your feet kind of guide this movement. You're moving from your hips and your glutes, out and in, out and in. Holding here, we find our squats. Lower lift for 10. Exhale, lift 9. Sit back low, 8. Go for 7. Last 6. We do have 2 more each way. 5, 4. Go 3, 2. Last squat. Come up, hold it low, just 2 out. 1, 2, back. 1, 2. Okay. Taking that off. Good work, you guys. Like we did those last 2. You can come down to your mat at the end because I want it to be 10 side steps each way between, and my mat only fit 4, so we're at 8. Don't worry about it. If you were following along, you did it. If you did 10 all the way down, 10 all the way back, you did it. That was way more confusing than I intended it to be, but we got it done. And up next, we're going to go ahead and bring our ball, and then you have optional weights for this. So setup will be the ball right under the small of the back. We're heading into our oblique work and our curling that we did. You have the option to grab one, 2 or 3 pound weight if that is there for you. I don't want you holding both weights. If it doesn't feel fully comfortable, I don't want you holding any weights. But if you want a little bit of a challenge, you can hold one. I'm going to hold the weight for the first couple reps, and then I'll put it down just to show both. So if you have your weight in your hand, we find our C curve. So you're letting your lower back press into the ball, hugging in through the core. Arms are out in front, soft bend in the knees. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Really hugging the ribs together, in and down. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Lower abs, pay attention. Try not to puff out through your lower abs here as you find your twist. I want you to think of lifting and hugging them in just as much as your upper abs and your obliques. Body weight, we just have hands reaching out. We'll go last two each way. Hips are staying right where they are. You're just moving through that mid back, right where that sports bra hits, right where your rib cage obliques are. And last one. Good, coming all the way up. You can kind of sit up off the ball for a second if you want to give yourself a stretch. Hopefully it didn't just get like really super dark in here because the sun went away. And then if you want to grab the weight for this next one, you can hold that weight. We're still going to find your C curve shape. So if you're not holding the weight, the hands are kind of more down by your side. I'll get to that in a second. But if we're holding the weight here, you find your inhale, sit back into the ball a little bit. On your exhale, reach and round forward. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, round. So like your belly button is going right back to the middle of your back. You're rounding forward and hugging everything in. If we're not using the weight, hands are kind of more so by the ankles. Same thing, inhale. And then your exhale, you kind of reach for those ankles on either side. Last two. Find your last one here. Good. We're coming all the way out of that. If you want to take a nice little stretch over the ball, you can do that. Kind of hard to get out of, but if you want to take a moment to kind of stretch out your core, go for that. And then we are going to lay down on our back with our ball one more time, going into a little bit of bridge work to finish us out here today. We'll bring the ball under your left foot, finding our regular bridge position, hands down by your side, starting with just our unstable bridge. I remember I had a brain fart with this last time. That's what we're going with. On your exhale, just lift hips up, dig your left foot into your ball, press, and then inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're going to add some layers here to this. I know our glutes and our legs are probably already pretty fatigued from all the work we've done so far, but this is good. We're getting them to that point where we're building strength even when they're tired. Okay, next one, you exhale, lift, roll the leg out, keeping the hips lifted, pull it back in, inhale, lower down. Exhale, press, lift. Keep pressing your leg down into the ball, hips stay lifted, pull it all the way back in, inhale, lower down. Two more like that. Out and in. Last one. Lower, holding the lift on this next one. Readjust the ball if you have to so it's right under your foot. Little presses up. Press ups, creating that instability by pressing your left leg down into your ball, lighting up the back of the legs, hamstrings, glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Grab that ball. Bring it over to the right side. Same thing, other side. And then we are done with this workout. So hands down by your side, finding our regular bridge to start. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, send them up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Pressing your heel into the ball, feeling the wobbles, feeling inner outer thighs engage. Hands are down on the mat to help you when you need it. Last two before we add our layers. Last one here. Okay, next one, we add our roll out. So inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, roll out. Hips stay lifted. Exhale, pull it back in. And lower. 3 more. So keep that tiny tuck under of your pelvis and try to keep your hips in line, even though our right leg is extending. We're trying not to let that right hip drop too much. Last one here. And exhale in. We hold it on. Our next time up, readjust that ball if you have to, so it's right under your foot. Little press up. Press and squeeze. Press and squeeze. Final push for this week's workout. We lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Nice job. Go ahead, toss the ball off to the side. Windshield wiper the legs. And then we'll find our figure 4 stretch. So left ankle over right thigh, hug it into your chest, rolling out the ankles here. Maybe pressing your elbow into your knee, rocking side to side, whatever feels good for you. And then you're gonna stay holding your right leg, let your left leg drop long, and then reach right leg up to the ceiling. Just a gentle hamstring stretch here, hugging the back of the knee or the ankle. Not the ankle, unless you're crazy flexible, back of the knee or the calf. You can roll out the ankle. Good. And then go ahead, bend the knee in, bring it across the body for one more little stretch here, letting the back rest, letting the knee go heavy, right shoulder go heavy, breathing into it. And then we come out of that right into the other side, left ankle over right thigh, hugging into your chest, rolling out the ankles, rocking side to side, maybe pressing elbow into your knee. And then when you're ready, left leg goes long, right leg goes up to the ceiling. Gentle hug here. Did we just do this side? If we did, that's so on brand. I think we did. So other side, left, hugging the left thigh, right knee. Yeah, there we go. That's so on brand, guys. When you've been filming all day, I kind of was just sitting here zoning out. And then I was like, oh yeah, the camera's on. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. All right, now when you're ready, right leg is going to go long, left leg goes up to the ceiling, gentle hamstring stretch. And you know, it's like I could redo that and cut that and edit it out, but I don't feel like it because I'm just a human. I'm just trying my best also. Bring it in. And then we'll go ahead, send the right knee across your body, your left knee across your body. I need to be done after this. I was going to film another video after this, but I don't think I'm going to because I don't even know my left and rights. And then just let the shoulder relax, let the knee relax. Inhale, exhale. And then slowly coming back through center, coming all the way up to sit. That's the funny part about virtual too. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's like if I were to do that in class with people, someone's like, we already did this side, or like they tell you, but you can't tell me. So I got to hold myself accountable. But I digress. That was week 14. I hope you felt really strong doing that. Like I know that's a hard workout for me. That's a hard workout for anybody. So we're still doing it in a way that's very much so focused on that core breathing, pressure management, pelvic floor. But all of these are movements that we're building into something bigger than just recouping and recovering from that. It's you're building strength to use outside of this program. So I'm really proud of you, and I will see you next in week 15.